Hey guys, welcome back to part 8. There we go.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
On the bright side, this might strengthen the relationship. Creaky. I wonder if I go into that house. The levels in this game are really big. Mind you, that was one thing. In like Max Payne, it wasn't very deep into the game.
Steve warned me about these traps. I wouldn't want to get caught in one of them. Those teeth look nasty.
God, they're just gonna let me walk off into the forest here. But like Max Payne, I was 3 or 4 levels deep, if I remember properly. But then you hit a level where you're like walking down a street, and like you're looking for a specific club at the end of the street, but like you can go into like most of the buildings between here and between where you start and where you're going. And there's not really, like, I mean, obviously Guns and Ammo, Max Payne's like a full-fledged action game. Kind of interesting that they're... But like, I see that Remedy's carried this on. There was another game that Remedy was supposedly making. Also, the bear trap really didn't do anything. It's just a quick time event. I feel like these are here just more to punish the curious than, Why are there so many bear traps? Oh god, I'm gonna fight a darkened grizzly bear or some shit, aren't I? Fuck. Okay, I know he warned me about these, but there's a lot of them. Like, I wonder if I should be... Okay, I'm gonna stop shooting these, because, like, there's just a lot of them. Like I said, I feel like they're more here to punish the curious than to, than anything else. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? No, I assume I'm supposed to go towards that house over there, so I'm just gonna assume this is just a side path. Oh no, no, this is a checkpoint. Oh, like, cliffs. Like, it just ends in a cliff right here. I see a coffee thermos over there that I can get. For the people who burned all their ammo, shooting bear traps. Ah, good thing I came back.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on. Something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Stop doing the three back collapse. There's a way to do it. Well, Ah, also I need to come back for this. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean... that was just a flower. It's just a plant. Like Reloads a revolver like a fucking champ. I mean, at least they give you like the one throwaway line of like, the only time I've ever used these, I've ever fired a gun was in a firing range. So like, at least he has something. To
What the hell?
that the spooky moment passed. I mean, I know plenty of people who wouldn't be able to play this game. There's a friend of mine who is like super afraid of zombies. Like, zombies to me are pretty novel, right? Like, yeah, there's quite a bit of auto-aim in this game. Because, like, your ridicule is not, like, exact, right? So, like, the game needs to kind of give you that. This game has a lot of open-ended levels. I kind of wish stuff was more enclosed, but it also wouldn't really make any sense. Also, I really hope that the next section of the game takes place in something that's not a forest. I mean, I get we're in, like, a small town, but, like... it's a little, I assume if I fall off there, I die? I mean, I don't know what this game defines. I wonder if there's, like, a limited amount of enemies in an area. I imagine there's, like, a way up here. But then, like, another way up here. I thought he would. The fuck is this? Alright. I assume that they must come bring this back at some point. Because it is, like, weirdly... like, nice, I guess. You know? Like... It's just a weird... It's super wrong what I just said. It's a weird little minigame. Hunting rifle. Okay.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
I feel like this is someone... I mean, my one friend who's an author watches all my stuff, so I am interested to hear his feedback on this game's writing. Because I mean, I take his opinion very seriously, but like, that's why I give him a hard time. I'm one of those people who, if you have him as a friend, I constantly give everybody around me a hard time.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Okay, that's a checkpoint, so I'm not going that way. I'm turning around because I want to see what this plane is. I wonder what the point of destroying this is. I feel like there's got to be a point to it. Oop. Ow. My ankles! Both of my favorite pair of ankles! I don't know why I find it. Whenever people are, we talk about being like left and right-handed, right? So it's just like, ah, I'm right-handed. Like, I'm right-handed, but like I do a lot of stuff with my left hand. I just can't like write with my left hand. So it's like, so it's one of those things for me where that's it. So they let me tip this thing like that, but why? Can I get up on the wing now? Is that a thing I can do? If I like get a good angle on this, can I like get up there? Why let me tip it like this? It could just be a cool set piece, I guess. There's really nothing else over here that I can see. Okay, I'm not gonna... Oh. Okay, well, what happens if I burn all the darkness off of it? Because there's probably a limited amount of that, right? Now, where's the tail end here? I don't think I saw anything on this one yet, did I? So why stick them on there in the first place? What's their point? Did I tip it forward to get something that was underneath the plane? There's something under here that I just didn't see? I think I got all of it, right? It's very possible I'm missing like a spot, right? Let me tip it forward, now I can't get back in there. Okay. Anything else in the cockpit here? I see the leaves have already grown through this freshly crashed plane. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking look at this thing anymore. I'm good. At least if I'm running around in the forest, I know where I've been. I'm making progress on stuff. bolts. Alright. Okay, so the hunting rifle is like my rare item gun. Rifle ammo, revolver ammo. Also has a very like max pain approach to level, because like in levels and max pain you just start off with guns, and if you had a favorite you'd have to like refine it again in the level. I remember there's a coffee thermos up on one of these. There it is. It's over there. I'm really seeing it. Because it can't be an episode of a Let's Play without a meme reference in it. It's interesting that the kind of the spookiness went away there and cleared up. I wonder if it's because I got close to like my objective and they don't want me like fighting just as I like hit it. Yeah, now they've gotten far away. Now if I run back over here, it goes away. Okay. It's pretty far out from this house. Like I'm not even like kinda close to this house. Alan, you just told me you killed a man. I've killed a lot of people. I wonder how you would fit like this light mechanic into D&D. Whenever I do D&D, I like trying like weird mechanical changes and stuff like that, just to see how like it interacts with players and stuff. No. Him turning around was like, wait, no, hold on. He drowned himself. I don't have to like step. Oh, it hurts me if I step on it. Okay. Pick up revolver ammo. It's like the bear traps. They're more there if you don't see them, and then like you get kited into it. So they're not like a super big threat on their own, but they could be. Interesting.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, They hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
That's a big one. Oh geez, so can I just not get up here if I don't, like, catch that fast enough? Oh no, I can just, like, hop across. Okay. I mean, like, the world physics interaction puzzles are cool. Okay, so what's at this door, then? Yep, very important I came out here.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Because it's one of those things where, like, the whole town's in on what's going on, then? Is that what this story is? Okay. Note to self. The game does not like you, Ooh, gotta be careful. Not fucking just get my ass killed doing a fucking jumping puzzle. A very, very simple jumping puzzle. It says reach the top of the mill, right? Like, oh, fuck, there it is. This is where the light was on, right? Nothing in there? Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on. We'll stop it right here. Thank you everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw, please do all the things, and I'll see you in the next episode.